We are deeply honored to have with us today a distinguished guest, Dr. Kalathil, Assistant Professor at Northumbria University in England. Dr. Kalathil is not only an accomplished academic but also a Fellow of Higher Education Academy of UK and a respected member of the Royal Society of Chemistry. I would like to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Dr. Kalathil. Sir, we are grateful for your presence and I cordially invite you to inaugurate the International Science Colloquium and the JNE Inspire Young Scientists program.
Dear students, teachers and other non-teaching staffs, Assalamu alaikum all and very good morning. So today I have a talk on a special subject, that how we can use special bacteria to produce electricity or high value chemicals. So I am not talking science at this moment because I will talk much details in my talk about some exciting science. So now I am directly going to inaugurate this event and plus the Young Scientist program. I hope this program will produce some bright minds soon, and it is very happy to see an young crowd, and I do believe that it will actually inspire you to become a good scientist. So I will give a short introduction about my journey to become a scientist. So I will start with a classical example. I joined University of Cambridge as a Marie Curie Fellow in 2018 to 2021. So the journey was that initially I tried for the Marie Curie Fellowship in 2016 and it got rejected. So that time I need to score 93 out of 100 and I got 86 out of 100, and sadly I got rejection in 2016. So as usual, I got disappointed, but the advisor from Cambridge, he told that to continue and resubmit the proposal. Then I resubmitted. It took 1 year to resubmit the proposal. Then the second attempt, I secured 98 out of 100, which was the record score in that 2018. Then I became a Marie Curie Fellow, which was my dream. I think you know that the Marie Curie, right? She got 2 Nobel Prizes, one in chemistry, one in physics. This is the highest fellowship which is given by European Union. So that actually inspired me to become a scientist. Actually, because when I joined University of Cambridge, when I was walking, I can see many Nobel laureates actually walking through the corridor. So which is actually inspired me to continue in science. Then I met many young mind and very senior professors. That time, the James Watson, who discovered the structure of DNA. So he was a professor in our department, and I got a chance to interact with him. So how he discovered the DNA structure. The history says that during a coffee break, when he was taking a coffee, there was a discussion about the structure of DNA. That coffee actually inspired him to discover the helical structure of DNA. So usually all the discoveries happening, we always saying that it's a casual discussion, all the major discoveries are happening. So this kind of program like Young Scientist program, which is actually launching today, I'm sure that it will, if couple of people, I don't believe that we need all people should be a scientist, right? So it can be either from 1 million, if you are getting 3 or 4 people as a scientist, that is enough to run a country. So in Cambridge University, when I joined, every year they are actually conducting this kind of a science festival, like a festival type thing. So only allowed guests are the students under 8 years old. So for the science festival, only allowed guests are students under 8 years old. That is, the purpose of that age limit is that they are thinking that to make a scientist, we need to give the inspiration at the young age, and the below 80 is the good age to to motivate them to become a scientist. So they got the great chance to interact with the great minds in the University of Cambridge, and they saw the laboratory in Cambridge department. So usually we are not getting any exposure to interact with the good minds, good universities. So I think Jamia is actually doing a good job to interact with the people. When I was young, like your age, I didn't get any chance to interact with any people. Just learning, by hearting, and trying for getting the highest mark. But I don't know whether I can tell here, my mark didn't play anything in my life. So no question about my mark, because normally when we are joining for PhD program, they are only asking for minimum 60% mark. They are not asking about a rank or above 80% or something. So that never make me any advantage getting a good mark, when do I have good mark. So the mark sometimes not playing, only our mind, our enthusiasm. So I have PhD students in my group, so I always asking them whether they are inspired or they have the enthusiasm to do the science. If they are actually showing the enthusiasm, I'm okay even though they are very weak in science. So keep always inspired by yourself. Don't expect that somebody will inspire. So we need to be inspired by ourselves. That will create, how we can actually perform a good science. So in my talk later today, I will talk how we can do some exciting science. So now I'm directly going to launch the program, especially the Young Scientist program. So with your permission, I am actually inaugurating, and many thanks, and I'm looking forward to interact with you after this session. Then we can talk much science. Again, I'm inaugurating this Young Scientist program, and thank you so much.